his face is moving, but look at that, his face just moved, but the guy in the mirror is staying the same. Yo, the Matrix is broken.
When TikTok first started becoming insanely popular, I was annoyed at all these Gen Z kids having the time of their life when Vine was so viciously taken away from us. I thought it would just be a passing craze, but little did I know it would soon become one of the biggest platforms ever. Now I enjoy it, I love the challenges, I love the TikTok bangers because then I quickly add them to my Spotify playlist, and I love the comedy. But jokes aside, the platform isn't all shit and giggles. The internet has never been a safe place, and TikTok is no exception. What is up, you guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host Ayman Hassan, and welcome back to another video. Today we are exposing the darker side of TikTok with the top 10 scary TikTok urban legends. Hey guys, we're giving away $5,000 total during the springtime. We've already given away $2,000 out of the $5,000. If you guys want a chance to win, head over to our Instagram account, Most Amazing Official, follow us and look for the contest images for a chance to win. Starting us off at number 10 is information. Now, TikTok is a Chinese company owned by ByteDance, and in its privacy policy, the app lists all the information it collects on its users. That includes the person's IP address, location, a mobile carrier, unique device identifier, keystroke pattern, and more. In 2020 of this year, Checkpoint Research found out that hackers can easily get into the app and gain access to the users' accounts. The CEO of Reddit even called the app spyware and parasitic, claiming it's always listening to us. I mean, then again, the same could be said for Apple phones. They're listening to us all the time, but because Apple is an American company, no one's gonna say anything. Regardless, people believe that China is using the app to gain access and information about as many people as possible in a quest for global domination, which, I mean, come on. Coming in at number 9 is racism. You cannot escape it in real life, and you certainly can't get away with it on TikTok either. Well-known TikToker Emma Lou was loved on TikTok for being relatable, funny, and vocal about her struggles with body image and mental health. She solidified herself as one of Nicki Minaj's biggest fans after rapping her verses flawlessly, but all that love came crashing down. Someone posted a video of her yelling the N-word out of her car window, and thus commenced the Cancel Emma Lou party. And she's not even the only one being exposed. Even bigger TikTokers like Mattia Polibio and Chase Hudson have both been exposed using that word as well. And honestly, I'm okay with people getting exposed. You don't get to be racist on a giant platform and get away with it. I'm sorry. Not on my watch. At number 8, we have The Predator. 27-year-old Buddy Haynes is essentially this bald dude on TikTok who garnered some fame after a video he posted dancing to Good Girls, Bad Guys went viral. But his other content was weird. He would dub scenes from 50 Shades of Grey, and in one he even said girls don't want someone who's good looking, they want a Batman in the streets and a Joker in the sheets. He's been accused of being a predator and pedophile, and everything came to light when a girl going by the username VBitHoji said he had messaged her saying some pretty nasty things and that she was only 14 years old. She said he initially started talking to her about cosplaying on Instagram, but then after finding out her age, he started sending her videos of him licking and biting his lips. He goes on to say he wishes he was in a relationship with her and even sends her shirtless videos of him. Then other underage girls started coming out with similar stories about him messaging them, and then of course, what could he do except use the biggest scapegoat excuse online, which is someone hacked into his phone and messaged all these girls. But he then said, I was drunk when I messaged the first girl, and it's like, alright mate, really? The FBI then visited him over concerns about him speaking to underage girls and basically didn't do anything other than tell him to stay inactive for a while. Filling our number 7 slot is the false takeover. Now, everyone thinks TikTok is taking over the world right now, and honestly, I don't blame you. When we went to Playlist Live a few months ago, I thought it would be full of YouTubers, but it was actually full of TikTokers, all of which seemed to be under the age of 16. Despite everyone thinking TikTok is the must-join platform right now, only 3% of people aged 18 and over in the US have used the app. 3%, that is nothing. Furthermore, a lot of companies are convinced that TikTok is the new way forward in terms of advertising, but in reality, only 4% of US marketers actually plan on using TikTok for their brands. People also assume the app is exponentially growing globally, but 44% of all its downloads are from India. So I mean, TikTok taking over social media is an urban legend in and of itself, because it's just not true. Now, at number 6 is ignorance. A few weeks ago, Nessa Barrett made a TikTok dancing to a verse from the Quran. She claimed she had no idea what it was and just wanted to make a dance for fun, but the backlash over it has been insane, and I would be pissed if it wasn't. Rightfully so. I don't think anything has pissed me off this year more than this, not even COVID. Like, how ignorant do you have to be to do that, and how of an app does this have to be that it doesn't even filter its users' content before it gets uploaded? It's disgusting, and there should honestly be some sort of filter on this app, and there just isn't. And that's why these dumb people are getting such a large platform when they shouldn't be. Coming in at number 5 is national security. The Peterson Institute for International Economics is convinced that TikTok is a threat to Western national security. Legally, say the Chinese government asks ByteDance for its data, they are actually unable to refuse. The founder and CEO of ByteDance even said he wanted to further deepen his cooperation with the Communist Party of China and wanted to promote their policies. In December of last year, the US Army and Navy banned TikTok from all government-issued devices. Then the Australian Defence Force followed suit. On top of that, there's a legislation that was introduced in the US Senate that would result in the prohibition of downloading and using the app for all federal employees. So this is going to a state level, like policies are being made about TikTok. At number 4 is @CalebCanDance. The account run by Caleb Zukowski has about 400,000 fans, and his videos, which you can probably tell from his username, are of him dancing. A scandal arose about him and how he asked for and then shared explicit photos of a 15-year-old girl and was sending other inappropriate messages to underage girls. Fellow TikTok user Radical Seb was actually the one who outed Caleb and posted screenshots of these alleged messages. According to the messages, he asked for pictures of her collarbones, which is quite weird. Caleb defended himself by saying the conversation was a joke between him and a 17-year-old girl he knew personally, and that it was taken out of context. Regarding the nude he supposedly leaked, he claimed it was sent by an 18-year-old girl that he was romantically involved with. He even backed himself up by having screenshots of said girl confirming she was of legal age when the photo was taken. Now, I feel like it's hard to know who to believe in situations like this, because it's easy nowadays for people with social media fame to just get away with what they want, or twist things, or worse comes to worse, just blame a hacker for their mistakes. Buddy Haynes. Filling at number 3 slot is the death tracker. You thought doing it for the gram was bad? People are out here risking their lives for TikTok. People will do anything for internet clout. It's actually insane. There's a TikTok death tracker that looks at all the news around the world and calculates how many people are dying due to accidents during filming a video. The most recent one took place on the 11th of March in India when a man got crushed by a tractor while trying to do a stunt for the app. The first ever death recorded due to the app was also in India when a young man committed suicide after being bullied for dressing up as a girl in his videos. As of today, there have been 53 deaths and 29 injuries, which I feel like is 53 deaths and 29 injuries too much for this app. Now, at number 2 is the algorithm part 1. Now, an AI did an experiment on TikTok's recommended algorithm to see how it suggests new users based on race. Mark Fadul, a researcher at Berkeley, noticed that after you follow someone and you click the arrow that recommends other accounts, the other accounts tend to look like the person you just followed, like I'm talking about race and ethnicity specifically. Despite TikTok denying a racist mechanism built into the algorithm, they did say that they use collaborative filtering, meaning it'll recommend the following of the people who follow the account that you just followed. So for example, say you just followed Addison Rae, it would recommend other people from the Hype House rather than TikTokers that look like Addison Rae. And finally, at number 1 is the algorithm part 2. Furthermore, it's not just race that plays a factor into the algorithm, it's looks, body, and how able you are as well. The app is more likely to recommend you if you're good looking, in good shape, and are not disabled, which is the most non-inclusive criteria I've ever heard of. How is that even fair for anyone involved, and how does the app judge whether you are attractive or not? Looks are subjective. You could be a 10 to me and a 0 to someone else. How does an AI know? And now it does this so the app looks better to a new downloader because it's filled with beautiful people, but honestly, this just irked the shit out of me. I hate it. And that is it for today's video, guys. I still have not downloaded TikTok, although I've been tempted so many times, but I feel like this video made me more on the edge of whether I want to do it or not. Let me know if you guys have TikTok in the comments below. I'm guessing all of you do. Let me know what you thought of this video. As always, I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Well-known TikToker Emma Lou was well-loved, all of which seem to be under the age of... The account run by Caleb Zukowski. The account run by Caleb Zukowski has about 400,000. The account run by Caleb Zukowski